What's going on, guys, and welcome to Season 7 of the Cambridge Phoenix Club. Of course, we're kicking off the season here in the video today. We'll be looking at projections, our tactics, and of course, how all of the teams perform in the sort of first half of Season 7. If you guys enjoy these MFL update videos, please do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into MFL for the week. Yes, now guys, kicking things off, I'm going to go through the projections of all of the teams. However, you guys know in this video, I only really show the highlights or talk about the main team really, and then we talk about the development teams as and when. So we'll only really be focusing on the main team in the video here today, or just in general on the channel, but of course I will give the updates on the other ones just for those interested. So this is the main team. Of course, we got promoted in the last video, as you guys saw. Yeah, we won the playoffs, so we qualify with Bishop, and yeah, we're projected to finish 8th. We have made some improvements to the side, so we'll show you guys that after we've talked about our start to the season. But yeah, you can see, 8th, as long as we don't get relegated, I guess that is our mission for this season, is to try and maintain ice status. I guess for as long as we can until we get to more of the, or I guess until our players develop into a side that maybe is in the 70s. You can see here we're at 67, so it's not completely unachievable. Maybe a season or two in ice, and perhaps we'll get there. Then looking at our development squads, the reserve team, or the second team if you like, of course they're still in ice because they managed to somehow survive 2 seasons in ice. Probably 2 seasons too long, but looks like we're definitely going to be going down this time out, which is probably better to be honest, because they do get relegated, but at least the team will be competitive in Spark, as opposed to this where they're just obviously not quite up to scratch with the ice teams, which is fine. And then moving on to the under 23s, which is kind of similar story. We're going to be battling against relegation in Spark. I think this one's a bit more achievable to get somewhere, because you can see that the team level isn't that far off the teams above, so but potentially the under 23s could do something, but who knows. And then last but not least is our Flint team that we bought at the back end of last season. And yeah, it actually looks like we're mid-table in Flint, which would be lovely. And you can see here we've got um, a fellow Nepenthes team here, which is looking relatively similar to our team. So I'll be looking forward to dueling with him this season with the under 21s. Of course, just focusing on getting the young players, some game time. So before we look at the squad, or how the squad is looking this season, I want to show you guys our first game of the season, and it is a match against Virage, who are projected to finish third, and we lose 3-0. We get a little bit battered, to be honest. We played our diamond shape. However, we got a red card, and to be honest, the red card didn't even really matter. We played that 4-2-3-1, and I don't know why I didn't play a free back. I should have in hindsight, I should have played a free back against it, but because obviously worked out last season, that's probably the best thing to do for us. However, I didn't, and I lost again. That's just, to be honest, I always lose to a 4-2-3-1, so I'm not really too disappointed in that. And yeah, now we're going to cut to a live performance or live game of the second match that we played of the season. So we score from a corner. Benavides plays it short, kind of like a short corner. I don't see many of these go in. Tromp scores, and then you're telling me moments later, if it lets me skip through, this must be it. Dubois, Lettier, over the top, keep up. Oh my god, that is so fortunate. And then Portugal gives away the ball in a silly position. Oh my god. What my... Okay. Keeper's not awake today. Okay, and they scored two. Okay. Alright. Seedle. Ramberg. Okay. And the keeper doesn't save that either. Mental. Mental. No wonder we're conceding two when a keeper doesn't even want to save that one. Damn. That is some of the goals I'm seeing. Some of the goals I'm seeing are honestly criminal. Keepers are just having howlers today, or just in general. Oh my god, we scored from a free kick. I didn't. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Oh, take a draw all day. Just end it for the keepers. Just end it. We'll take that. Great result. Great draw. So you can see there, we kicked off the season with obviously a loss and a draw, which is okay again. Like, we're just trying to stay in the league, so it's not the end of the world. And you can see here, this is how we'll line up for our third match. But I did just want to quickly show you guys the squad for those interested. We've got Bashiri, of course, Fullerich, Ramberg, Seedle, who are all, that were in the team last year. The new additions, they're the ones I'm going to go through. So we've got a new right back here on loan from a good friend of the channel, Michael, who wanted me to use a few of his players actually this season, as he was not able to, well, he's not able to play MFL this season, so he wanted me to use his players to at least train or do something. So we took that right back here. We got Benavides again, same situation. Michael has given us him for the season, and then same again with Portugal. However, this is Portugal is obviously a little bit less likely to play because, of course, we have Seedle as our main left back. But yeah, and then we've got, who else is a new addition? Paz has been promoted from the second team to the first team because he's getting on a bit. He's getting quite old. I'm looking to sell him, and I just want to use him as a backup piece as opposed to a starter. And then apart from that, we made this new signing actually. We purchased him for $15, and he's quite expensive, but for the age, I reckon we're going to get a good 5 years out of him. So I was happy to pay that, and we really needed right mids in the agency. So I bit the bullet a bit there, and I think almost definitely overpaid, but it is what it is. Our backup goalkeeper has changed. Yeah, not really much else to note there. It's just a backup keeper. He's not the best, obviously, but yeah. And then the last addition would be Mr. Van Wyk, who, of course, was in the third team last year, and he's been promoted all the way to the first team because of that shooting and pace is fantastic. 6'3", very good winger. He's 58 rated on the right wing, so yeah, I think I can get some good utility out of him. And yeah, of course, 23. So I want to keep him developing in a good squad. Hopefully, he does well. And talking about development, I'm going to quickly just show you guys the early progression or early sort of things in the season here. Oh my God, has he got Bashiri's gone up again? This man, I'm actually just reacting to that now. I've only just seen. He's just forever going up. Wow. Okay, so Bashiri carries on doing Bashiri things. Lampert has got a +1 this season as well. You can see I've got him up for sale. I don't think he'll sell at that price, but I've just got it there anyway. Escobar's gone up 1, a Build-A-Guard. So yeah, pretty much a couple in the dev center. We've got quite a few people in the dev center this season just because I couldn't find a club for them. You can see here's some of them. Or quite a lot, you can see. I just couldn't find a club for half these guys, so I just threw them in the dev center. You can see a lot of them are just 1 seasons, because I'm assuming that I will be able to play them in the next season. It's just like, I can't find a club for them, throw them in there. A one to note is definitely this man, who we actually got from a referral code, so thank you if it was you that used my link. And we got this man who's 18 years old, and I just couldn't. It's annoying. Perfect player, but just annoying it's a left back. I feel like we have so many good left backs in the agency. But yeah, we've got some more games coming up in the video here today, so let's get on with them. Our next match was a tough one to take, I'll be honest with you guys. We did actually go and lose this game, however, it was one of them games where statistically your team plays unbelievable. We scored early, as you can see here, and yeah, just everything looked great until it didn't. So if we move on to the second half, yeah, you can see pretty much at this point I was, laughing statistically, as you guys can see. We were dominating. However, he gets I guess a decent goal, chip over the top. Looked like maybe it could be offside, but obviously wasn't given. And then he goes on and scores another. So it was a real, like, I guess, this happens in football sometimes. When like clubs get the momentum swing and they score two straight away. You can see there the goalkeepers. It seems to be the story of my season. The goalkeepers, or just a lot of like long shots going in and keepers not being that great. Let me know if you guys are experiencing a similar thing. But yeah, you can see here, great save from Duarte. But yeah, ultimately, another shot he probably should have saved. And you can see at the end of the game here, yeah, just look at them stats. It's yeah, one to forget about, I think. Bashiri, Tashia, Trump. Oh, close one. Statistically, Bashiri, can he find a ball into the box? Yes, he can. Back in, Ramberg. Oh, Van Wyk. Oh, unlucky. Ojon Joku gonna shoot from there. Yeah, no chance. Benavides carrying it from our midfield quite deep. Foreignin gives up the ball. Why? Oh, 1-0 to him. I can't speak. Trump. Go on. No. Bashiri. Trump. Yep. Okay. Highlight just before the half. And looks like it's his. Unless we can win the ball back. Nope. Oh no. Oof. Free kick for the man. Oh my god. No. Yes, what a save. Nice. Away. Nice. Build up play. Benavides. Play it, play it, play it. Nice. Trump. Ojon Joku, play it, play him, play him. No, no. Once again, we lose 1-0 to the almighty 4-2-3-1. It is our kryptonite. After a tough loss, we come up next against, I believe this guy was third in the table when we played him, so obviously I was not too optimistic given our poor run of form to start this video off, or to start the season, as you guys have seen. However, we did actually manage to pick up our first points of the season, and yeah, you can see we obviously were playing against a very decent side here, and Ojon Joku does manage to get the first goal here as Xavi sort of dribbles through the midfield, and quite a common goal here on MFL is a lot of dribbling and then maybe a pass or a long shot this season. Feels like it seems to be the formula, and that is actually all that the game had to offer us as we go on to win 1-0. And of course, we lost the last one 1-0, so I was happy with this one. Again, the stats look good, like kind of a weird start to the season because I feel like we've played well in nearly all of our games. However, the results obviously are not showing that. And then we kicked off our cup campaign, and I don't know what it is with our main team. However, every season, for those of you guys that have been following us for multiple seasons, you'll know we've had a pretty poor run in the cup with our main team, and we actually continue that trajectory here as we start off our cup campaign with another 1-0 loss. That's right, guys. So we went 1-0 loss, 1-0 win, 1-0 loss, and bearing in mind all of these I have been like changing the formations and the tactics and stuff, and yeah, this one was a bit of a weird one. You can see from the stats at the end here, just, yeah, not a lot going on. I'm assuming that he played quite a deep line and made it hard for him to break down, and we did go on and lose 1-0, unfortunately. So we mixed things up for our second cup match, and I played a formation I've never played before on MFL, and we played a 4-4-2 flat. And the reason for this is because I believed it would counter our opponent very well. And you can see we actually started off the game pretty well here, as we actually managed to get. Oh no, we didn't actually. Sorry, I'm thinking about the wrong game. We did actually go 1-0 down in this game. So yeah, not the best start. And I do actually remember now, looking back on it, when I did concede this goal again, it was another long shot that my keeper probably should have saved. But yeah, story of my season, to be honest. And then we actually go 2-0 down, and at this point, obviously, I regretted running the 4-4-2 flat. Let me know if you guys use that formation. Have you had any success with it? Again, you can see here just a bit of a bad goal to concede, but it is what it is, and we did manage to pull one back. However, it wasn't enough, and we did lose this game 2-1. So that means we played 2 cup games this season, and we lost both of them, which is, and even that goal there, you can see the opponent's goalkeeper probably should have saved that. I don't know if it's a MFL thing or just my games, but yeah, the goals going in aren't exactly anything crazy. But yeah, we did lose both of our opening cup games, which is not great. And in this episode so far, we've been doing a whole lot of losing because, of course, this is our first time in the Ice Division, and our last game here we were playing against top of the table. So you can imagine it was a bit more of the same, really. As you can see here again, the ball's just gone through my goalkeeper, and yeah, I just again it's kind of like story of the season if you like. And then you can see we did lose this game 2-0 ultimately as the opponent scored late on. And yeah, like I said, you can see in the clips from this video here today, again, just whoa, like yeah, I just don't understand how these types of goals are going in, but they are. And of course, I'm here to show you guys the journey. And unfortunately, in this video today and the start of our season has not been the best of journeys. So there you have it, guys. There was our week in MFL. A very rough one, I will say, although we did kind of expect it because, of course, we're in a new division. We need to sort of be in this division a while to be able to be competitive in it. With that being said, I do want to update you guys on my other clubs in the next video because some of them have been doing quite well. But of course, you're going to have to come back to next week's video to see how we're doing on all of the fronts. If you guys did enjoy the video today, please do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and we'll catch you guys in a future video. Peace.